All right, so I just get in the office. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take a look around, try to see if there's anything I should be reporting on for the channel and everything. We haven't heard a lot from Russ on the controversy side for a little bit now, but this is what I see. This is what I see. I go to Hot New Hip Hop. I was like, man, because I'm always trying to figure out like different rap websites to look to for like content, shit to make videos about. This is a title that I landed upon. Azealia Banks praises Russ for fingering technique. DJ Finger Blast is still corny AF. Well, this is like kind of a convoluted and confusing title. This sort of perplexed me when I saw it. Let's read this. We're going to actually just read this together because this blew my fucking mind into a million pieces when I saw this. Azealia Banks went on a rant last night, which she shared with her following on social media. Viewers of her Instagram story heard the rapper recounting an unpleasant situation with a white rapper. Russ, I do not think identifies as white. She had been interacting with on a very friendly basis. Apparently, the guy in question tainted their sexting conversation with negative criticism of Banks's entrepreneurial ventures. Oh, so this is no shade to Russ. I'm just reading an article for the record. All Azealia wanted to do was show off some nip on FaceTime, which was well received by said white rapper. After enjoying the private titty show, he seemed to offer Azealia with unspecified professional support. According to Azealia, he recanted later on by acting as if this endorsement never happened. She rationalized his switch up, stating that his enthusiasm prompted by the sight of her nude breasts might have caused him to speak too soon on the subject. So basically, Azealia Banks and Ross, allegedly, were FaceTiming each other, and she showed him her boobs, which recently we were having this conversation. Azealia Banks has great tits. They're fake, but they're bountiful. They're just really exquisite fake boobs. Apparently, she showed them to Russ, and then I think what they're saying right here is that Russ started like sort of giving her too much advice, maybe a little bit too much advice on what her career should be doing, what she should be doing with herself, which if you are familiar with this whole trajectory of Russ's career, I mean, it doesn't sound that surprising that Russ maybe was a little bit too giving in terms of advice on what she should be doing. Because, I mean, really, if you were going to give Azealia Banks advice on her career, she has all the talent in the world, and she still seems to have been able to sort of mess stuff up on her own repeatedly. Really, what was Russ thinking? I just want to throw that out there. Russ, you cannot be talking to girls like this. Like, listen, if I was a single man and Azealia Banks was trying to throw some pussy at me, shit, I might be interested, you know? But I feel like, to some extent, still in my brain, I would think, you know what? You don't want to do this because this girl's going to expose you. She's going to fucking put your business out there in the streets. It's just not worth it. But I get it. I kind of get it because, like, from Russ's perspective and how I'm imagining this going down, I can imagine that Russ probably, like, really kind of relates to her in a way because she is, from my opinion, my estimation, you know, she's probably the most talented female rap performer out there, and you know that Russ thinks that about himself. But meanwhile, you know, she's massively hated. People really, really don't fuck with her. There's like a, you know, she just basically just gets shit on online all the time. I'm not saying that she doesn't have a fan base. Obviously, she has a fan base, but you know, she gets more shit than anybody. Russ probably like identifies that with us to a certain extent because he was probably looking at her like, oh, she's really good at music. You know, Russ is a very talented artist, but he gets a lot of shit. She gets a lot of shit. So they do have that similar thing where they're very talented, but they also sort of fall into that unlikable category. Russ, I'm not saying that I think you're unlikable, but a lot of people tend to sort of put them into that category. Let's continue reading. Azealia didn't leave her fans hanging in terms of the identity of this person. The female MC some detail the female MC some details through the text post shortly after spoken rant. I don't know if that's English. Seemed to link Russ to the previous uploads to her story. After being upset about his alleged attempts to play her, Azealia has both positive and negative things about him to say about him. Her nicknaming him DJ Fingerblast is a testament to her claim of his being a finger-popping champion. So this definitely falls into the category of things that I did not need to know about Russ, that I didn't really want to know about Russ. But I guess now that I know, I'm glad I do know. Apparently, Russ is really good at finger-banging girls. I mean, Azealia Banks does not seem like the kind of girl that goes out and just throws around praise for people's fingering abilities all willy-nilly. And I mean, is this what we're supposed to believe? That Russ was just in there just finger banging? That he didn't smash, but he went to town with the digits? Because Russ, I really respect that. Finger banging is a lost art. Look at, regardless of his sexual prowess. Wait, what is the hyperlink for sexual prowess? Azealia Banks responds to crooked teeth insults all the better to suck your man's dick. Okay. I already kind of regret hovering over that. And then this is apparently what she put on her story. I should probably follow Azealia Banks on the gram. I follow her on Twitter, but that might not be enough. Then this dude tried to seem official and had the nerve to have his white manager with the fake dreads call me. So I'm not deep enough into the Russ hive to know who his white manager with fake dreads. I hope that's a real thing. I hope he does have a white manager with fake dreads, but I don't know that. Now I understand why everyone would be like, fuck Russ. He is corny as fuck. And then there's this screenshot of this conversation that she was having with somebody else. Oh, bitch. What is the tea? Also, who actually talks like this? He low-key fine. Let me not front. If he was taller, he would be fine. So they're like, they're really like embedding like basically every like cliche Twitter fake woke piece of slang all into this conversation. He fine, but he's corny. Honestly, but no shade. We need to see you with a man. OD corny. You deserve a fine white man with real money who is secure enough to handle you. Let's drink to that. I might not have Russ money, but Azealia Banks, you know, I've been told I'm a fine white man with real money. No, I can't. I feel like you hook up with Azealia Banks, whatever bad stuff happens to you after that, you deserve it. Like, you were asking for it, man. Even doing an interview with her kind of scares me. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could try to put in the threesome request, but do I really want to drag Lana the Plug through that? Like, what's she going to say about her? Man, she could ruin her whole life. Anyway, when I saw this article, because I don't think that this has been published anywhere besides Hot New Hip Hop. When I saw this article, and by the way, I was going to read this one next. Azealia Banks reveals Yeezy modular survival kit in case Kanye West tries to steal it. Okay, whatever. I don't have time for that right now. But, you know, I went straight to Twitter and I searched Azealia Banks Russ. And, you know, I believe Hot New Hip Hop's the only ones who talked about it. And, you know, look at there are a few tweets about it. Someone really said Azealia Banks and Russ been smashing on the low when it's clear we don't have enough L's in stock at the moment to fulfill this combo. Come back never. This is the one I wanted to show you. Look, Azealia Banks just DM'd me and said that Russ has a skinny, bendable penis. This is why you can't hook up with Azealia Banks, bro. She's going to come out there and tell the world you have a bendable penis. That's not really an insult, right? Every dick bends. Like, yeah, if I have a rock-solid boner, it's not going to bend so much. But, like, it's bendable? Like, that's such a weird diss. Does Russ have a big dick? Ask for a friend. So Azealia Banks is the type of person who sees a DM like this and responds to it. That alone is a problem. It's skinny and bendable. Like, bruh, Azealia, leave my guy alone. He did not do enough that he needed to get this treatment. Like, I mean, yo, I'm going to be real with you. The extent, like, me as a grown human being, the extent to which a girl would have to offend me and piss me off in order for me to then want to, like, disrespect and insult her physical appearance publicly would be a lot. Like, it takes a lot. Like, for me to, like, if I was dating a girl and then she did something fucked up, I would say everything in the book about her before I said, yo, you're a fat, ugly bitch. Because you know what people would say? As soon as you start making the way a woman looks part of your argument against her, it's not a good look. I'm going to be honest with you. I know the rules are different for girls and guys, But God, just throwing his dick in there. Like, if you got in a fight with a fucking girl that you were talking to or whatever, and you just said, hey, your pussy is weird shaped and ugly and smells bad and it looks like a starfish. No one's going to fuck with you for saying that. You're not going to get, well, I mean, some people might think you're funny saying that, but like, for the most part, you're going to get bad reviews saying that, right? I mean, also people were saying Azealia Banks just posted Russ's number. I really hope that's not true because that's really fucked up. And then look at this one. This is Azealia Banks says Russ bit her pussy. Man, I'm out of here. This shit's too crazy for me right here. Anyway, maybe we should get the FaceTime call going with Russ. Find out what really happened. I thought about hitting him up about this, but then I was like, if I hit him up, he's going to probably tell me to not make this video. And I feel like making this video is definitely probably a better move than not making this video. Man. What a world. Shout out Azealia Banks. Shout out Russ. Really shout out me for even just having the courage to make this video. NoJumper.com. Happy birthday to Mickey Mouse. 90 years strong. Rope Gang. Peace.